But cold and flu season is right around the corner. For all I know, it might be with us already. I am joined by Bryce Wild, a city health expert here on the show to talk all about it. How are you doing this morning?
How are you, sir? It'll be a fist bump for you. Yeah, no shaking your hands.
That's the first
right?
tip
That's the first tip right there.
Let's talk cold and flu, though. Has the season begun already?
It's not too early, absolutely. Normally, we're a little bit late in our reactivity versus that we want to be proactive. So here's the deal. The latest story is that Australia got hit the hardest in almost history this year.
Really?
And what we know about cold and flu viruses is that they move from the east around the globe to the west. That's just a typical annual trend. We are about to get hit pretty hard, is the prediction.
Do we know why they were hit so hard?
We don't. Viruses mutate every single year, and it's about the uptake and potentially, you know, the amount of people that have received the vaccine, and you know how many of them are fist bumping versus shaking hands or picking their nose, and why, you know, all these different things. Right. I'm not calling Australians nose pickers. I'm just saying, stop putting your fingers in your nose. Okay.
Anybody.
Yes.
Not just Australians. Cold and flu. I mean, there are similar symptoms, but they are quite different from each other as well.
The differentiating factor is typically that deep, achy chill with fever. I mean, colds, and there's so many viruses, and they linger in the nose. You know, coronaviruses, para-influenza viruses, all these names you can give to the cold viruses. Most of us actually don't experience the flu. You know when you have the flu, and that's the differentiating factor.
It puts you right out.
But here's the thing. So, you know, getting sick is not the definitive, you know, it's not the definition of health. So if I have a virus, and typically it's about 24 to 48 hours that it's harboring within me, and I may look perfectly normal. If I sneeze on you, if you've never seen that virus before, you are going to have symptoms. The epitome of health is how quickly you get over that virus. So hard, fast, you know, high fever, no complications, you're done in 3 days, that's healthy. Complications, maybe even a bacterial infection that lingers, that's not healthy.
Let's talk foods.
Yes.
I mean, prevention is the big thing. You say, you know, when we think cold and flu, we always wait until it happens to us instead of trying to prevent it. So what are some good preventative measures?
Thank you. The first thing we need to get rid of is sugar. All right, this is a sugar theme. And by the way, it's not just table sugar or sugar in pop. This is white bread, pasta. Any sugar equivalent's got to go out. Within 30 minutes of consumption, our immune system tanks.
Really?
Absolutely.
Sugar has that much effect on it.
Not just packing on pounds. It literally creates an inflammatory response in the system that cannot deal as well with viruses. You know, that's just what happens, and bacteria for that matter. Here's what we got to eat more of.
This is the good stuff.
This is the good stuff. So I'm so huge proponent about, you know, ginger, enoki, shiitake. Asian mushrooms have a, you know, scientific evidence to spike immune function. Garlic, turmeric. We hear a lot about turmeric these days as an anti-inflammatory. So we got a no flu for you soup recipe. It'll be on the BT website.
Nice.
All right. So just go nuts with these ingredients. Now you heard me say no pasta.
Right.
This is an alternative that's out there
now. What is this?
Health food. So it's called Zeroodle, and they make shirataki or black bean and all kind of mung bean noodles that have the same consistency and texture and taste as pasta, but 0 to low carb. Like, I mean, you look at the packages, and we're looking at the most of, you know, 30 calories per. So it's ridiculously low. You can get them online as well, Zeroodle.com. This is the alternative. Put that in your soup versus the typical pasta. And it's not going to tank your immune function.
Bad stuff.
Yeah. Here's a home health hack.
Okay.
You cut up an onion, you plate it up, you know, slice it thin, pour about 2 teaspoons equivalent to honey on that, put saran wrap over it in the fridge. Within 2 hours, out comes a syrupy liquid, which is cough syrup. So if you have that hacking cough...
Are you a witch doctor,
and it
works.
So some people do call me a witch doctor.
That's what I call my wife, because she uses all of these things. But so I put it in the fridge, and then it...
And then the honey, well, you're going to smell like onions, but I mean, what's the trade-off? I mean, but it's effective as an antitussive, and it actually has immune-boosting properties.
Very nice. All right, I want to talk about cold FX because I think there's a lot of confusion with, and this is, I think, a product, too, that you don't wait until you have cold and flu. This is more protecting yourself against it, right?
Absolutely. We talked off camera about another virtue, but to stick on that point for a second, so it's made of Panax ginseng extract. You don't just go and buy any old ginseng, all right? That's number one. It's clinically proven, multiple human clinical trials. More than 10 years worth. I've been using it in a clinical practice myself. It works to boost immune function. There's no question. But start now and throughout the season. And here's that sort of little tip I was going to mention. If you're going to get the flu shot this year, and I do advocate for it as long as it's the mercury-free form, take this before you do, because studies showed it'll actually improve the uptake, we call it, or the adaptiveness of that flu shot in your body.
So it becomes more effective.
The flu shot becomes more effective when you take that concomitantly. So that's
this is taken, what, a week before?
I would suggest a week to 2 weeks before, and then throughout the entire season. All you need is 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. And if you come down with symptoms, on the bottle label recommendations to take even more.
Okay, excellent.
That's all for immune function.
I want to get to this.
Yeah, this is cool.
This is amazing. Tell me about this.
All right, so nutrients. This is now DNA-based supplements. All right, so throw out the multivitamin and look into what your body actually needs. About 80% of Canadians were taking a multi, typically low quality, unfortunately. Vitamin D, maybe some omegas. We talked about you off camera, you taking omegas. And then some maybe probiotics, which, by the way, probiotics also help the immune system. Look on the bottle in your health food store for DDS1 or HN019. Those are the strains that actually boost immune function. Okay, that'll be on the website as well. But Nutrients.me, that's the website. This is DNA that goes to McGill University, gets tested, and then matches back to those specific ingredients that you need more of from anything from detoxification ability, cognitive or executive function, energy, methylation hormones. The list goes on. It is truly the next level supplementation.
That's individual to each and every person. Medicine. Absolutely amazing. Bryce, always a pleasure having you on the show. Thank you so much for being here. Good to see you.
Cheers.
Remember, use the fist bump, wash your hands as much as possible, and get a lot of this stuff into your system. We'll be back with more BT right after this.